Life is busy, and due to this, we tell ourselves that we don't have time to declutter. Most of us actually do have time to declutter. We just don't have the strategies to do it faster. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today. By the end of this video, you're going to have the knowledge to declutter 50% faster than you have in the past. You're going to get so much done. Let's get started. Now, the very first thing that you need to do is make sure that you're well rested, because when we're well rested, we make good decisions. I have been there, I've stood there, I've looked at an item and I thought, I can't put two thoughts together about this. So then what would happen is I would keep it. And that's not what we want to do. We want to make good decisions. We want to make quick decisions. And in order to do that, we have to have rest. The second thing is you have to halt all purchases. And what I mean by that is clothes or anything discretionary like that, right? But not only that, I want you to look through your cabinets and see your grocery situation. Don't even buy any groceries if you already have it in your home, not even if it's the very best deal that you've ever seen in your life, because the name of the game right now is to keep things status quo. We don't want to add anything into the home. And something that people don't often consider in this second step here is even if something is free and someone wants to give it to you, tell them you're not in the market right now, that the answer is no, that you can't absorb anything else into your home. And if it's something that you really think that you might want, just tell them, hey, if you want to hang on to this, I might be able to use it, but I'm not in a place to give you an answer right now. I have a viewer and new friend named Gina. She's fantastic. I look forward to hearing her comments every single week. She just got a new cat named Jazzy, and she said something to me the other day in her comment that really brought to mind something that I do personally, and that is to make a list. You know, like if you're waiting for your kids to get out of school, or you're at a doctor's appointment, that is time that you can actually use to be very productive in your decluttering journey. And so here's what I mean by that. If you are decluttering your closet, you can think in your head, hey, yeah, I want to get rid of that gray sweater, or those black shoes have always hurt my feet. And then I want you to start making a list of things I'm going to declutter. And that way, when you are ready and you're going into your closet and you are ready to declutter, you can pull those items and you don't have to give them a second thought. You've already made that hard decision that this is something you can let go of. This tip for sure is going to help you declutter at least 50% faster. Okay, we're on to the next tip. It's decluttering day. Make sure you're prepared before you enter the area that you want to declutter. Make sure that you have everything that you're going to need. And in this case for me, it is a trash bag. I'm going to grab my trash bag, and I'm going to make sure that in my mind I say to myself, yeah, I think one trash bag will do it, but in all likelihood, you want to really be prepared so that you don't have to go up and down the stairs, because when that happens, you can pick up your phone. Oh, I got a text. Next thing you know, 30 minutes has gone by, and that is definitely not going to help you declutter faster. So being prepared with the supplies that you need in order to get rid of all of the things that you want to is going to help you declutter so much faster. Next on this list so that we can declutter faster is eliminating distractions. Make sure that you don't have any appointments scheduled for the time that you're donating to decluttering. Make sure that your kids are taken care of. Make sure your animals are fed. Make sure that you don't bring your phone into the room, pick it up, and look at any texts that are coming in. Or worse yet, go online and do some retail therapy. You don't want to do that. In fact, you want to make sure that you are utterly free of distractions as best as you can, because those distractions, they just stop you in your tracks. It will stop the momentum that you have when you're decluttering. And when we get distracted, it's really, really hard to get back into the groove of things that we were doing. This is my IKEA Torcus bin. I actually have an entire video on this bin. I use it all over my house for organization and many other things. But when I'm decluttering, oftentimes I'll grab this bin and I will put items in it that I just don't have answers on. Having a bin, having a just in case I don't know what to do with it bin, it just is going to allow you to declutter so much faster, because you don't have to stop and think. You can just say, you know what? I don't know. I'm going to put it in this bin and move on. So for me, I don't know whether or not I want to keep this skirt. So I'm going to put that in this bin right here. I'll put it in a closet somewhere else, not in my closet, and I'll see, do I go back and reach for it? Is it something that I ended up using? And if it's not, a few months later, I can go ahead and declutter it then. I don't have to worry about making that decision right now. And in addition to that, if you live with other people, you have a partner, a husband, a wife, kids, and you come across things that are theirs, you don't want to just go ahead and declutter those unless it's clear garbage, like they had takeout and they forgot to toss it out. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that, you see a shirt that you don't think looks so good. Maybe it's got something wrong with it, but it could end up being one of your kids' very favorite shirts and they would get upset with you for throwing it out. You don't want to do that. Make sure that you use this bin in that capacity as well. And you'll know, hey, if they're asking you for it, it's in the bin. You don't have to worry that you decluttered it and cause hard feelings for your family members. This is the book by James Clear. It's called The Atomic Habits. It is such a good book, and I highly recommend it if you haven't read it already. I'm going to read you a quote that I think could help you from this book. It's easy to get bogged down trying to find the optimal plan for change, the fastest way to lose weight, the best program to build muscle, the perfect idea for a side hustle. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to taking action. You don't have to make sure that you're the best at decluttering, because things come into our homes and things have to leave our homes when we're done with them. Keeping our reason in mind for why we're decluttering is one of the best things that we can do. And when we do that, we're going to declutter much faster than we would without that. Clothing can be so difficult. So this next tip is probably going to help you a great deal in your closet so that you can declutter faster. And that is, if it's not a 100% yes, where you will rip the tags off of it or grab for it over anything else in your closet, then it is a no. So if you come across an item, you can't decide, is the color right? Does it fit right? All of that. If it's not 100% yes, it is 100% no. You can feel very confident in letting that item go. If you're really on the fence, you can put it in your, I don't know what I'm doing bin if it's really causing you stress and you cannot make a decision. But in all likelihood, if you ask yourself this question, would I wear it immediately? If I took the shirt off right now and I put this other shirt on, would I be good with that? Or did I reach for the shirt I'm wearing and it's a good choice, and that one is not a good choice? Decluttering is not a one and done. It's an ongoing process. What I want you to consider is having a declutter bin at least on every level of your home. So it makes it very easy for you and your family members to just come across an item, you don't want it, but instead of putting it back away in the closet or back into a drawer, you can toss it just as easily into that declutter bin or bag or basket. If you're just starting on your decluttering journey, or you're really, really struggling, you're having a hard time, and that's probably why you're watching this video, because you want to do it faster, you want to do it easier. I would also suggest to you that you might have some negative connotations to decluttering. Maybe your mind is telling you, oh, this is bad, bad, bad. You want to make it fun. You want to make it enjoyable, because there's no way on earth that any of us want to do something that's not fun or enjoyable. Sometimes we have to, of course, but it might make the process so much easier for you if you can find some techniques that you actually enjoy doing. For me, one of my very favorites is the 5-minute declutter. You set your timer for 5 minutes. You will be absolutely shocked at how much you can get done in just 5 little minutes. But there are all sorts of decluttering methods out there that are fun. There's the 3-item rule, where on any given surface, you don't have any more than 3 items. I use this on my dresser right over here. I have my lamp, a little candle thing, and my TV, and that's all I have on my dresser. Because when you have less things on your flat surfaces, it just makes your mind have peace. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so happy that you did. And also, I just wanted to let you know that in the description below, I linked some extra videos for you that I think that you'll find really helpful. Hi, I'm Bren. I share weekly videos on simple and minimalist living, decluttering and organizing, creating a cozy home, and ways to live your best life. If you love these topics as much as I do, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to check out one of these next videos that YouTube picked out just for you.